Another star on my display, calling out from far away, calling out from far away. No one's been here before me now. I'll find a way, don't matter how. Through the dark and endless night, past the points of fading light. Every world that catches my eye makes me want to touch the sky. And I know that I was made for this. Every system holds another gift. Every horizon calls my name. Nothing left to hold me back again. Out here where the stars are bright and new, there's always one more frontier to break through. Break through. Shots are blank and sensors clear, all these wonders drawing near. Let them say it can't be done, while I'm chasing distant suns. In my ship I feel alive, as these cosmic waves I ride. Every scan reveals the way to places where I'll make my way. We are all explorers at heart, born to push the boundaries of art. Time to rise, time to fly beyond what meets the eye. Beyond. Every horizon calls my name. Nothing left to hold me back again. Out here where the stars are bright and new, there's always one more frontier to break through. Break through. I hear the call of distance, and I know I found my place. Oh, found my place.
All right, welcome in everybody. Those of you who came in during the intro. Hope everyone's having a great day. Just thought I'd do a probably somewhat short stream tonight. Kind of tired, but I thought I'd get a little bit done. I'm just trying to make sure everything's working. Looks like it is. So. Anonymous, welcome in. Sweet Star. We were in the nebula. I've moved the carrier away from there. I'm just going to pace the carrier as it travels along. Starting to head back towards the bubble. But it was over here. Now we're up in this arm. I'm just going to cut across here, and as the carrier goes, do a little exploration. We stumble across any biology. That's a good thing, right? So get started. I don't have the cat cam up. I can put it up if anything exciting starts happening, but they're doing well. They're all hiding behind the cage playing, it looks like, but not going to put it up right now. Let's just get started. I'm gonna, sometimes I try to stay quiet. I'm just going to, unless people in chat talk to me, I will probably just mumble now and then as I travel and scan. We'll see what we find, if anything.
Adjusting for jump. Maximum velocity.
A pretty good day today. Ordered parts for my lawnmower. Had my hopes up because Amazon said they'd be here today, but then they changed it till tomorrow. That's fine, but I had to get it fixed and finish cutting the yard before it might rain Sunday. Be nice to get this jump done. There it goes.
Of course.
Up in the region I'm in, most of the things are undiscovered. Haven't found a lot of stuff yet on my travel here in this area though. And no one's been. Checking to see if you're doing good there. What we got here?
Charting paths untamed, where no one dared to aim, through storms of stardust bright into the night.
I think I'm going to, next time I stream will probably be on YouTube. I'm going to start streaming on YouTube. Unfortunately, as an affiliate, I'm not supposed to simultaneously stream between platforms. I think partners can though, but I think as an affiliate you're not supposed to. Nothing stops me from streaming to YouTube and Kick though, or something else, but I've done that before using Restream, but my setup's not really, I'm not really set up for all the alerts and stuff on YouTube like I am here on Twitch. I was for a while when I was, before I made affiliate, I was streaming multiple platforms. But I don't really, I don't know if I really need all the alerts and stuff.
Body 3. Needs mapping criteria.
Some of my shorts have done, oops, behind them, done. Some of my shorts I've uploaded to YouTube have done okay. I haven't done a lot of shorts, but they seem to get more traffic than normal videos. Let's put some distance between me and this star here to change the relative positions of the planets behind it.
Body 4. Carbon dioxide atmospheric landable. Meets
Oh,
mapping
may have a
criteria.
water world here.
Landable and terraformable. Landable with
No life though.
high value body.
And
Body 5. Meets mapping criteria.
no water world, but
High value body.
no life.
Discovery complete. First body to map is 3.
I was looking for the cartographic data. I would, of course, map the water world stuff. Now, if I come across an Earth-like, I'll map it. Just because.
Scan starting. Stand by.
watch her take flight, breaking free tonight. Through the stars, she's
13 bodies here. Well, 12, I guess, including the star. Not including the star.
but she won't fail. She knows what lies ahead.
The undiscovered
Every warning light burns red.
gas giants.
Racing through the stars
What we got?
tonight. Never looking back in flight.
Would be an elusive green gas giant? Not even.
In the dark alone, finding her way, living day by day. Asteroids inside.
Body 2D. Argon.
Furia and
Landable with
Fonticula.
life. Landable with atmosphere.
Not the good kind.
Space.
Body 2E.
Same
Argon
again.
atmospheric landable with life. Landable with atmosphere. Body 2C.
Racing through
Argon
Same again.
atmospheric landable with life.
Nothing worth it.
Landable with atmosphere.
never looking back in flight.
There was something there.
In uncharted space she flies. Every
Moving slow tonight. Or scanning slow.
never seen before. Wonders worth the waiting for. Making history.
Body 1.
Setting new.
Needs mapping criteria.
Racing through the stars
High value body.
tonight.
One HMC left.
Looking back in flight.
Body 5. Helium atmospheric
Nothing
landable.
worth the time here.
Landable with atmosphere. System discovery complete. First body to map is one.
The fleet carrier has already jumped ahead of me. 4 more jumps to catch up with it, and I'll send it up ahead further.
Jumping to next system.
I'd have expected the stars to be a little more dense here. What I might do when I catch up to the carrier is switch to economy mode to get more systems instead of just 7 jumps.
Another world beneath
15 bodies, 2 stars.
push past pirates in pursuit. This mission drives me to proceed. Stars around my solitary
Make these
ship,
stars tinier.
but in each system that I scan, I find the flames that light the dark.
That must be another galaxy over there. Doesn't look like a nebula.
Every star shows the way. Every star holds a secret that I'll discover
It's undiscovered again.
today. Long love
There may be something here, but not a lot of variety on the types of bodies.
found forms of life we've never seen. First footprints on this frozen land. Stars around my solitary ship. Space stretches silent, still and stark. But in each system that I scan, I find the flames that light the dark. Every star tells a story. Every star shows the
And if you like this music, it's all AI generated.
secrets that I'll discover today.
I changed the theme on one of my intro videos because while it's copyright from the copyright specifically allows it to be used on social media platforms. Every once in a while,
Body B3.
Twitch flags it.
Argon atmospheric landable with life. May host a new personal codex entry.
Mutes it.
Landable
It's very
with
annoying
atmospheric.
to me.
Every star tells a
So I
story.
put one of the AI music instrumentals on it for now until I figure out what I want to do.
Argon atmospheric landable with life.
Okay,
Landable with atmosphere.
B3 has bacteria, fonticula, both cheap ones, Fungoidia and Osseous pumus. Those are worth less than 4 million each, so I'm just gonna
Discover today. Discover today.
yeah, I'm just gonna ignore them. Even though it says I haven't found those particular, let's go look.
When I was afraid to
It says I've never found those before, those colors at least, variants of them. I detest going after Fungoidia, I really do. Sometimes it's such a pain.
pass the lines they
We'll go look it over and see.
Each smile takes me deeper.
Not really worth any money, but
The fear gets weaker as infinity.
just because I've never found that color before, and at least in this quadrant. I guess it's this sector. Well, I don't even know if I've been in this sector before, so. If that would be the case, then the bacteria and fonticula would say the same thing, but it says I found them, so it must be the.
Charts and maps can't show
We'll
you
find out.
what I've
Again, I may or may not even effort it. I just want to look at it. I'm sure the Fungoidia Bellarium, I'm not sure what that looks like. Sometimes Fungoidia is in very rough terrain. A couple of them though are in sometimes easier terrain. So we'll see what kind of terrain and stuff this is. Usually it's not impossible to find. It's just very difficult to land near it at least. Oops. And I have very little patience for that, for Fungoidia. Especially since it's so cheap. Even with the discovery bonus, it would be 15 million. Or 20 million, I guess. Almost 20 million. This type of Fungoidia is 3.7 million base value. The Osseous is 3.16 million base value. So.
crystal clear. Now every boundary seems less. The further out I reach today.
So if I found everything, it would be 8.86 million. That includes the bacteria, which I'm not going to go for, the fonticula. Be 40 million total. One stratum tectonica dwarf that. Like even informing bacteria. Kind of a return on investment time-wise. I'm just not in a hurry. I just don't want to deal with the Fungoidia. Do want some daylight though. Looks awful dark down there. Let's see if there's a daylit side somewhere here. I'm not going to go looking for this crap in the dark. Not worth it. I've gone after bacteria a couple of times in the dark. Now, I found it, but it was a pain. Ads are running. Man, that's dark. Here. The damn star that this thing's orbiting. Wow. The ads are over. Welcome back. Look how dark that planet is. I am thinking no. Oh, maybe there's more light on the other side, but I'm thinking I'm not going to mess with this crap.
As the scanner comes alive,
My gosh.
feel the ship beneath me hum. Every jump takes me further out, getting closer to who
Pretty dark. Looks like this side's a little lighter.
looking back at who
See what we're dealing with here.
before these stars became my home. Each one
Oh yeah, we're not seriously thinking about this, right? God, that's dark. Jeez. That was a stratum tectonic, I'd still be going, oh my gosh. I might go down just to see really how dark it is, but I'm thinking no. Here's another probe. I'm talking. The easiest thing to find is probably would be the fonticula in the dark, 'cause at least under night vision it will stand out good. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm not gonna. Oh my god.
3 may host a new personal codex entry.
Oh, the whole place must be rough.
just above the salient ground.
Well, let's go down and. Since it says the Fungoidia is pretty much the same place where this Osseous is, let's go down and see what it looks like. Can't believe I'm doing this.
These words have opened up my core.
Let's see if my voice attack is working. Roll call?
Changes who I thought I'd be.
I guess not. Roll call?
Out here is where I learned to see.
That not listening.
Faced the void and found my way through asteroid fields.
Roll call?
I'm right here.
You like rolls? Welcome in, Dragos.
Smells like stormtroopers in here.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm not going to do this. Man, this is dark. But I want to see how dark it actually is on the surface. There is nothing here worth this much pain.
Galaxy, but to map the depths within.
This terrain doesn't look nearly rough enough to be... Shit. Rough enough to be, if I'm going... There is no bright side. This is the bright side.
Out here is where I learned to see.
Oh. Yeah, I came in from the other side. I said, well, let's go around to the daylight side. Yeah. Gravity is 0.12. Yeah, this is unless this crap is literally everywhere. Let's see what these bright things are, though. Lights on.
Lights on.
Okay, that's going to make some difference. That must be the Osseous. Yeah, well, that might be easy enough to find.
Solitary signal sent beyond the
See
boundaries
what we can get
we've
here.
beyond.
I don't know if you were watching last stream. I was sitting there. I had the cat video up though, and it was covering up my landing gear indicator and stuff on the stream at least. And I was like, could not land. I was like going left and right, up and down, all kinds of places trying to land. And I finally figured out my landing gear wasn't even down. Like, geez.
Breaking barriers, boundlessly free. Coordinates calling constantly.
Yeah. You gotta think over here into the dark a second. Where's the damn star?
Commander Bakar, decent sword.
Yeah, I did for not telling me. But y'all couldn't see it, so it wasn't y'all's fault. Because the indicator, the cat video was covering up the indicator.
Osseous Thomas confirmed presence.
We got lucky though that this Aussie stands out. I don't know about the Fangoria though, but
800 meters. First partial sample collected.
Silent signs sending home, calculations carved in chrome.
we gotta go 800 meters. I don't think these are far enough away. This looks like it might not be a problem at all though. We're about only half the distance that we need to be.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 800 meters from previous sample.
Signals sent through starlit sea, pulses pain infinity, binary
Yeah.
cosmic wheels turn.
These are easy actually. They stand out really good. There's one type of these that glow of the osseous. I don't know, it's some variant of discus or they look kinda like this. I got screenshots of it in my slideshow. There was two things that glowed on the planet. It was really cool. I think one of them might have been Electricia or
Second partial
something.
sample collected.
Board the ship.
Boarding the ship.
I'll have to probably go look in the rougher terrain for the Fangoria. 800 meters. Oh, look at that on the horizon over there. What is that? Huh. Almost far enough. Go over here.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 800 meters from previous sample.
I'm gonna keep the ship lights on them.
Sample collection complete.
Let's see if we can find this Fangoria. I saw something on the horizon, but I guess it's just that horizon line. Go over here to the hills, find some hills. Fangoria ought to be in patches. I have no idea how big it is, what it looks like. Certainly probably not those. At all. Just change the terrain up a little bit. a little bit before we embarrass ourselves. May want to go up to orbit and come back down and pick a spot. But it says it overlapped this area, so I'm assuming it's here somewhere. Of course, once I find one of them, if I find one of them, I'll know what kind of terrain it likes and what it looks like. In doubt, look about. Not seeing much. More of the osses, whatever it's called. Wish I had brighter headlights. That. This is a sideways one. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, to eliminate these osseous false alarms, let's go back up and come down somewhere else where it's not an osseous area, and I can find something that's fungoidia only, so I don't have to worry about false alarms between it and a fonticula and things like that. The fonticula should show up pretty easily under night vision too. I'm not going to worry about the fonticula. Way too high, but it'll be alright. There is no daylight side. This fungoidia is everywhere. Most fonticula is there, so we want to go. Whoops. Over here somewhere. About down here. Looks good. Okay. Right, let's see. Some type of dwarf, I'm sure. It's a Class T brown dwarf. Got rubbed. Green fonticular there. Hard to pick this out. I know it said osseous, but I know where I'm going to go. I just really trying to eliminate the other biologies from contention. It'd be nice to know what the terrain looked like. Yeah.
Far beyond the last outpost point.
I am not going to spend a lot of time on this because it's fungoidia.
Every star I see calling me.
Everyone, you know, I'll give it a little bit of due diligence for the challenge. At least the terrain looks a little better for fungoidia.
The screen show paths untried.
Lights are still going.
As through the dark I glide.
And those are rocks, I hope.
Past the borderlines into the great unknown. Finding planets no one's seen, making each one my own. Every
Yeah, it's just hillier. I'd expect it to be over here. But Concordia usually is around rougher terrain, so tell me that's not awesome. Right. Hoping you avoid that. What a, that's just osseous sideways. That's different, isn't it?
life signs on a distant sphere. First
I do believe that is what I'm looking for. Let's go see.
Gathering information. Cartography update.
I'm racing past the borderlines into the great unknown. Finding planets no one's seen, making each one my own. Every scan, every jump I take leaves my mark on space. In this endless universe, I'll finally
And anywhere around here? Or even bother landing, want to see some. Can't see some. I know it's here somewhere.
the stars were too far, but I had
Let me spot these puppies again and where I land. Or where's my night vision?
system holds a sign that says Picardison was here.
Let's move away a little bit.
Mission log shows countless worlds, each one with its
Oh,
own
there's
tale.
Aussies there. Where'd they go?
Charts and maps mark where I've been. As onward still I sail, I'm racing past the borderlines into the great
Here they are.
unknown. Finding planets no one's seen,
Let's
each one
comp scanner on them to make sure before I go to all this trouble. It certainly looks like it.
space. In this endless universe, I finally found
Fungoida Volarum confirmed.
Alright. Well, this may not be impossible. Landing might be more of a problem.
Distance
But I
300
gotta keep the ship lights on them. Land right here. And walk over to them in the dark.
through the void. I see your light.
And now I know what I'm looking for, though.
Breaking barriers day
Yeah.
and night. Every signal points the way.
We only have to go 300 meters.
Worlds where no one dared to stay.
First
The
partial
beacon
sample
burns
collected.
eternal now. Your courage
A lot of people
shows
getting their
us all
SRD. Not me. I have no clue what direction any more would be. So
savage hearts
I suspect you're not too far from me.
to glory. Your spirit guides us through the dark. We live to tell your story.
Minimum distance reached.
Cosmic
You've traveled over 300 meters from previous sample.
where danger makes its haunting home. Pirates circle far below, but nothing stops your endless flow. The charts you made
Bode too well.
each discovery
There's a whole bunch of them.
between the stars and savage hearts. We forge our path to glory. Your spirit guides us through the
Well, as Fungoidia goes, even in the dark, this isn't as hard as sometimes going after other types of Fungoidia.
ancient light, we find new life. New horizons calling.
Second partial sample collected.
Nice of them to be in patches and make it easier to spot.
Pioneers are falling. But you showed us how to rise again, how to face the unknown's grace. Now we follow in your burning way.
Find another patch of it somewhere over here.
Between the stars and savage hearts.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 300 meters from previous sample.
The spirit guides us through the dark.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And if this was daylight, or if it was lit up, it'd be basically easy. But even this with night vision, and they stand out in patches, makes it easy to spot them if you find them. Just one more, come on. Nice. Get a huge group of them. My head's over there. Need one last patch of bunnies. Kind of them back the other direction.
Another signal comes through tonight from somewhere past what we know. Your voice breaks clear and bright as numbers data flow. Each message that you send our way lights up another chart. We track your path day after day as you venture far apart. Every star you touch turns to gold. Every world you find comes alive. Breaking barriers untold, making history thrive.
Dried up on me.
Your ship scanners paint the black with colors we've never seen. No fear of looking back, you chase what might have been. maps keep growing every day. New systems spring to life. We plot each calculated way. You call through space and time. Every
Okay,
star
I'm gonna go up and come back down.
every world you find comes alive.
I know there's more right there, but that was pretty easy to find. So let's go up and come back down and
Making history
see what we
thrive.
find. Well, I need one more sample, so I won't give up yet.
Beyond what we dreamed
But I don't want to spend all day cruising around looking for it.
lights the way for those who come someday. La la la, beyond the stars we know.
That.
Every star you touch turns to gold. Every world you find comes alive.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
Breaking barriers
Okay, let's go for
untold.
this.
Making history thrive. Making history thrive.
It's all dark, so it doesn't matter where I'm going. It's targeting Fonticula. I'm not looking for the Fonticula. Trying to find an area where there's not a whole bunch of crap.
Commanders log day 2187. Orbital flight engaged. Systems nominal
And with any luck, it'll re-instance kind of, and there'll be just some pretty close. Ads starting in 10 seconds.
lost count.
Sorry for the short notice there.
Can't remember Earth's gravity. Starting to forget who I used to be. Breaking transmission, lost in position. Light years behind me. No one can feel too far from home. Too far from home. Too far from home. Too far
The admin thing, stream manager said ads are starting, but they have yet.
Too far from home. Too far from home. Watching me burn. Commander's log day 2190.
Wrong window.
Radio static, no messages flow. Star charts showing nothing new. Mission control, where are you? Vision concession, on-site concession. Light years behind me, and no one can too far from the home. Too far from home. Can't find her. Too far from the home. Beyond. Too far from home. As they pair. Too far from
Awesome.
home.
Maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be some.
Always moving on. Commander's log, last entry maybe. Ship's course locked, no turning lately.
Here where it's a little rougher and look.
Everything's becoming unclear. Was there ever a mission plan, or just infinity? For one man, too far for home. Too far from home. Can't make it right. Too far for home. Too far from home. Living in pain. Too far for home. Too far for home. Can't make it calm. Seems like all too far.
Enough Austin's here. Make sure they don't intermingled here. Yeah, it's just the angle. Whoop, hello, ground. Very much joy here. This is not the kind of terrain I was looking for.
Mission log 2184, just another day out here. Stars keep moving past my door. Bass,
everywhere.
can you still hear? The radio's so quiet now. Static fills my head somehow.
Rocks be trolling. Well, there's something. You know, high ground. Well, you asked for, and it's a little more than I needed, but hey, I'm not going to complain, right?
Floating free. Floating free. Found a new star yesterday. Mapped the coordinates clean. But these walls feel closer now than they've ever been.
Hey, a bot just tried to post, but Twitch said that was a likely ban evader. Restricted it.
And messages from Earth slow down. Each day they're harder to find.
Hey, Mark Gamer, how are you doing tonight, sir?
Recording thoughts at light speed. Through the
You sure to get around, man. All hours of the day. You never sleep.
Sample collection complete.
And don't ask me why I decided to try to do this in the dark. We're done here.
log amendment. Sometimes I forget the sound of
Lights
rain.
off.
Lights on.
The touch of
There be no light here. Sleep is for the weak. You could sleep for a week. Yeah. Not me. I took a nap earlier.
all this space between the stars shows what I can't see.
Next system en route.
Selecting next destination.
Through the vast eternities, missing what I left behind.
Yeah, so I just grabbed some Concordia and Ost here in the dark. They were actually not that hard. Concordia wasn't, it was Valerium or whatever. It didn't require any difficult landing, so. Because I wasn't going to deal with Concordia if it was a pain in the butt, but it turned out to be easy. Hardest thing was finding it, and that wasn't that hard. Especially when it has big old patches like that one.
Performing now.
"13 bodies, cool."
Another star on my display, calling out from far away, calling out from far away.
4
No
stars
one's been
though.
here before me now. I'll find a way, don't matter how. Through the dark and endless night, past the
At least
points
somebody's
of
already been
faith.
here and done everything.
Every world that catches
No
my
such
eye.
luck.
You want to touch the sky, and I know that I was made
Nothing
for
good there,
this.
so. Low asteroid.
Another gift. Every horizon calls my name. Nothing left to hold me back.
Probably nothing here. There is anything here. It'll
Body C9. Argon atmospheric
be
landable
bacteria and
May
fonticula.
host a new personal codex entry. Landable with atmosphere.
Shots are blank and sensors clear. All these wonders drawing me. Let them say it can't be done.
Oh, that was easy and quick.
In my ship I feel alive as these cosmic waves are ride.
I don't remember whose stream it was I saw you in last, Mark Gamer. I think I said hi to you or something. It might have been, I don't know, it was
Jumping to next system.
someone new to me, I think.
Born to push the boundaries of all.
Stumbled across a guy last night, Frosty something gaming, or he was pretty cool. I introduced him into Elite Observatory. He downloaded it and stuff. He was doing some
Filing data for cartography.
exploration. Nothing here. But he had a list of things that it had the biology had to be on the list before he would effort it, really. But since he didn't have Elite Observatory or anything, he actually had to go down. I mean, if he found something of that, like stratum, he had to go down and sample it or scan it to see what it was, to see if he was going to effort it. And I'm like
To next system.
thinking, well, that's kind of inefficient. You know, if you're already down there, you might as well go ahead and get it if you've got to sample one of them anyway. So I mentioned Elite Observatory to him and explained it to him. So I said, that'll tell you what's there. And you can, you know, what's possibly there. And what you're looking for is not on the list of Elite Observatory. You can
Completing
just
system scan.
say, oh, I ain't going to effort that. Save himself a lot of work.
And I know I found my place.
23 bodies. Oh, joy. Looks like the carriers in this system. Since I have no more route. Before I do anything, let me set the carrier's next jump and get it going. Heading back towards the bubble now.
System log day 315.
Let's get a route.
Running scans through void machine.
Wow, my stream is really far behind. I'm watching the stream manager.
Just these stars and just
Oh.
this me. Sending signals far
23.
but no one's there to hear my sigh. Another system, another day alone. Mapping constellations no one else has known. Another system, another empty zone. Making charts of places I can
Okay,
call
let's
home. Coffee
Yes.
cold and zero G.
set my route before I forget it.
Flight controls on autopilot 3. Data streams flow endlessly through the ship's geometry. Sometimes
And now
I
let's see see if anyone's been here and done any work. I may need to move further from that star. It looks pretty big on the radar.
another system, another day alone.
Yeah, let me get a little further from it before I make it tiny in the sky so it doesn't block something.
Another empty zone. Making charts of places I can't call home.
Just want to make sure this is where the carrier is at. Oh, we got some variety. We got some gas giants.
Keep pushing forward, understand.
Lots of moonies.
They don't know what it's like out here when your only friend's the steering gear.
Alright. No green gas giant.
Wait, something new? A signal I've never seen before. Could it be? giant on the scan. Planets
Hiding.
spinning,
Hiding.
count of 10. Each one perfect, each one plain, each one waiting to
Could be
be
more moons here.
another system, but not alone today. Found something special hidden far.
All these moons and stuff and nothing, no life.
Becomes okay when you discover something new to say. Something new to say.
Body 1. An unlocked body with fast rotation.
What was special issue? 0.3 days. Oh. We got nothing.
Standing at the edge, you look ahead. Not a single footprint where you tread. Maps show nothing but endless dark. Just your courage lights the mark. When others turn away, you press on through. Every mile takes you somewhere new. The path before you stretches wide. No one else has tried. Beyond the edge, Commander Bakadesa leads the way.
That's me leading the way.
Where stars await another
Body
day.
2 Nested room.
Yeah, I didn't write the lyrics. It's all AI generated. In here, nothing. Repeat, nothing there.
Distant shores where no one's ever been before. Each morning brings another sign of worlds that you'll make mine.
Leaving system.
The voice inside keeps pushing strong. Though the journey feels so long, your ship becomes your only home. As further out you roll, beyond the edge, Commander Bakadesa leads
Completing
the
system scan.
way.
Stand by.
Into the black where stars await another day.
Nothing here either.
Beyond the edge,
2 stars.
into the light ahead. Every scan reveals the truth.
Adjusting for jump.
Places we once thought untrue. Your name will mark these charts we draw. The first to see it all. The message that you send us back lights a fire on this track. For those who dare follow you
Compiling
and
data
make
for
your
photography.
vision true.
Nothing here either.
Commander Bakadesa leads the way into the black where stars await another day. Where stars await, where stars await.
Welcome in, Coppertunas. How are you tonight? Or this morning, I guess?
Jumping to next system.
You must be at work.
Data incoming.
I don't work. I'm fine though. I'm good. 3 hours of work left, feeling good. Well, that's nice. I don't know how long I'm actually going to stream tonight. I got started late. I wanted to get a stream in, but not doing much. I'm just pacing the carrier as it travels along back towards the bubble. It's a fun while ago finding some Fungoidia and osses on a planet that was dark. Wasn't hard though. And for the type of Fungoidia, it wasn't hard to land around it either. And fortunately, or I wouldn't have done it. It was easy to find.
Body 10. Neon atmospheric
Bacteria.
may host a new personal codex entry. Landable with atmosphere.
Only one. There's 3 different types of bacteria it could be. I guarantee it's not the high value one. Never is. And it lists as 3 like that. Only way to find out would be actually go down and find one and sample it, and I'm not going to do that.
Body 7. Neon atmospheric landable. Landable with atmosphere.
Haven't found anything really good tonight though, so far. No longer near that nebulous. I'm not finding notable stellar phenomena or weird things like that.
Body 8. Neon atmospheric landable with life. Landable with atmosphere.
Yeah, pew pew fever. Here, yeah.
Body 9. Neon atmospheric.
Wasn't there a CG or something going on, or is that over now? Where all you had to do was, I guess, kill one pirate or something? I don't know what it was for, what the reward was for. Evidently wasn't that great though. I think they had to come back and give you a class. There was a class A and a class, then they gave a class C or something because, but the power consumption of whatever it was too much for the Corsair or something.
Vectors.
Kill warrant scammer, is that what it was? I mean, I got a couple of those, but I don't you ever use them really. When I drop out, let me look at Galnet. It probably has something, well, the transactions tab. What's here first? 15 bodies, good. Might be something here. You'd like that zone to come up. I don't, okay.
Charting the darkness with you on my mind. The void between us grows, but my heart beats stronger.
I think this is it. It doesn't say any information about it.
I'll find my way back home.
But I think all you had to do to participate, sign up and go kill one pirate or something and turn it in, and that's all you need to get the reward.
Coordinates locked.
And that may be something, if I get back in time before it's over, it may be something I'll do, because I like killing pirates or trying to. What am I doing here? I need this. Yet another planet I did earlier with the Fungoidian stuff it was a system like this, but it had a dwarf star, brown dwarf or whatever. It was dark, and the moons were all dark. Right. Okay, Draco. Yeah. I don't care about the cash. That's just me. I did it before the reward of the kill warrant scanner or something. Just to have it. I like them better when it's not just the monetary reward, but you know, you get something. The more you participate, you know, if you get like in the 75%, 50%, you get better, you know, rewards and stuff.
Argon atmospheric landable
Bacteria
with
or
may
fonticula.
host a new personal codex entry. Landable with atmosphere.
Yeah, pretty
Body
much.
B5. Argon atmospheric
More
landable
bacteria
with
or fonticula.
may host a new personal codex entry. Landable with atmosphere. Body B7. 5 of 6 premium boost.
I tell you, grinding for cash for in exobiology, that's an interesting looking place, isn't it? Tonight, as compared to most nights, hasn't been very profitable. I mean, I could have made some. I mean, I have made some, but not just maybe 40 million or so. I don't know. I'm just doing this because it's something to stream while I'm traveling in the carrier. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is they came out and added the C because the Corsair was having trouble with the power handling on the A model. Probably not just the Corsair, but kill warrant scanner shouldn't take that much power realistically. I mean, it's just a kill warrant scanner.
Adjusting for jump.
Oh, I know. And I don't need the cash, really. I just do it because it, you know, I enjoy doing it. But I also like to kill pirates, so I'll go see if I can participate without dying too many times. This looks more promising. Do nice stars. Lied. Let's see, I lied. I was erroneous in my assumption there. And we got, you know, there might be something. There's at least one heavy metal, high metal content, heavy metal. Yeah. Oh, I can help you get $1 billion if you want it. I get back into the bubble. Just bring me some tritium. Somebody made $1 billion off of me the other day when I just put it. I parked next to a place that sells tritium and put in a buy order at 200% the market value and for 20,000 tons. And posted about it on X and said, "Hey, if anybody wants to make some cash, my carrier's parked here. Bring me some tritium." And I woke up the next morning and my ship, I don't know who it was, who did it, but my carrier was full. That's the way to get cargo. Just take a nap and come back later and it's done. I don't need tritium right now, but when I get back to the bubble, I will want to restock. But I'll be pretty low by the time I get back to the bubble. I hope we make some money though. Done that many times. Gave away $3 billion in one night to two guys, 1.5 each to them to help them get their fleet carrier. And all they did was the tritium, you know. I set the carrier to friends only when I do that, though. So I buy tritium at some outrageous price from them, so that I can make money real fast, and set it to friends only, so that somebody in the neighborhood don't come by and steal their money, you know. Oh, I don't have nearly that. I have personally, what, 2.4 billion. I started out with 1 billion on this trip out. I moved the rest of my money to the carrier, so I only had 1 billion, so I could tell how much money I've made on this trip so far. So I've only made 1.4 billion so far.
Starting in 1 minute.
The carrier has currently probably around 15 billion. Yeah, 14.4 billion. Kind of down. It was up to about 17 at one time. Now, Carpetoonis, do you follow me on X? Or are you in my Discord? You're in my Discord, right?
Leaving system. Frameshift now engaged.
I mean, I'll message you, and when I want to get tritium, I usually park in a system called Char Under, right next to the Chomsky terminal that sells tritium. I'll let you know though when I get back, and I'll put in a buy order for it and get you some cash. If you want to load the whole amount, I'll make sure you get at least $1 billion profit. If you don't want to do that much work for the money, let me know, and I'll
System scan for cartography.
work with you selling a smaller amount for that money. I'll pay a whole lot more than 200%. You can get the money. You don't have to mine it. No. That's why I parked like 8 million meters or so from Chomsky Terminal. You go buy it at Chomsky Terminal for like 45 whatever a ton, and then you come sell it to me, and I pay you a lot more than that. But worst case scenario, if you don't want to do all that work, once I get the carrier loaded, I will sell you some tritium for like 5% of galactic average, then put in a buy order to buy it back from you at some huge amount of money, so you make money. Oh, no, it's not a problem. I was able to get my fleet carrier because account for all seasons, and Rambo, I don't know if you know who Rambo is, but they're both streamers and stuff, but they both gave me $1 billion that way, and that put me over the top to get my carrier with a little change left over, and haven't looked back since, man. I got my carrier and I started doing the exobiology stuff. It looks like ads are running. I don't know if you can hear me right now or not. Did I do this system already? No. Oh, 30 bodies here. Damn. I'm first going to make sure someone else hasn't done the work. Nope. Okay, so whatever I find is mine. Nice if I found something, though.
Body V4. Carbon dioxide atmospheric land above life.
The robot, yeah, tubus,
Personal codex
possibly.
Landable with atmosphere.
Huh. We might have to go look at that. See what drops off the list. There's 2, 3, 4, 5 things listed, but there's only 4 biological signals. And a good thing, Coppertunus, if you can hear me, is there's no real hurry because I'm not planning on, once I get back to the bubble, you know, I probably won't leave the bubble, don't plan on leaving the bubble for a week or more. Possibly stratum tectonicus, 5 biosignals though. Bacteria, concha, frutexa, fungoidea, osseous stratum, tussit. 4, 7 things, so 2 things to drop off that list. We'll see if the stratum drops off or not.
Scanning through the black, numbers on my screen. Every beat comes back, showing what's unseen. Moving closer now, feel my heart expand. Something calls to me, just beyond
Body
my
DE1.
head.
5 of 6 premium boost material.
Now what's behind this star? Something.
Horizon burns deep inside.
Well, way easier, I agree. It is easier if you have a fleet carrier. Still got to make a crap ton of trips, though.
Stars keep counting down.
In a way, if you think about it, you know, you make a trip from the colonization construction ship to wherever you pick up the materials, get a load of materials, come back to the colonization ship to sell them. You know, so that's 2 trips, you know, 1 trip there, 1 trip back. But if you do it on a carrier, you're making double that. You got to go to the carrier to load it and back and get more loads, you know, back and forth, back and forth. So you're actually you're doubling your number of trips that you do with the hopes that, you know, the delivery time or the load that, you know, the trips to actually put the material on and off the carrier hopefully are very short. And the good thing though is you can get someone to help you. Oh, that's behind the star, of course. I tell you, when someone else helps you load and unload your carrier, it goes much faster. At least it seems to. I mean, it doesn't take a couple of cutters or a couple of T9s or something a long time to load up a carrier, you know, 20 kilotons or so of materials. Oh, you're not wrong. No, you're not wrong. I understand. And then you have to contend with those damn pirates trying to interdict you every now and then. Even when I was loading my fleet carrier, I was parking in an adjacent system often from the Trailblazer because it was quicker to jump to it from the Trailblazer to another system, just to jump over to my carrier, than it was to travel in between, you know, the parking spot. If you got a parking spot in the system, you know, it was quicker to hyperspace jump to another system than it was to super cruise between planets. And let's go check D6 first to see if there's that stratum tectonicus on there or not. Oh, look how far that is. It's a long way. Then we have to come back to, I think the E is closer, but I'm gonna, not much closer. Oh, I heard that, Draco. It gets old, man. I did 3 carrier loads or 4 carrier loads, helping Jungulor, or whatever his name is, with his, was it Jungulor? Yeah, with his Orbis. And he did help at times, so help unload and load the carrier, but I did at least 2 loads of that completely by myself. And that gets old fast, though. I mean, not hard. It's just it's boring to just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth so much. Oh, you can do an outpost and just usually an outpost and I was going to say one carrier trip. I guess it depends, but I know the installations and stuff. You could actually carry enough material for 2 of them in one carrier. I did two asteroid bases by myself. I did my system pretty much entirely by myself. I have 8 things. 1 ground-based settlement, 2 asteroids, and a couple of outpost type things, and a couple of just installation type things because they didn't take hardly anything. Just doing those to get the construction points to build the asteroid bases and things. I have an ice cube one and a rock one. I think I'll show you what I have. I mean, oh my! I'm like, we're just going to cruise right by. I throttled back, but I was traveling way fast. We're going to do another just loopity loops around as we drop down to 2,500 times the speed of light, just slowing down gradually. We need speed brakes, man. Whee! Oh, that's what happens when you don't turn your Super Cruise Assist off, or override off, because I'm an idiot like that. Well, I switched from my Type 9 to my cutter because the cutter maneuvers a little bit better. Let me show you, I'm not real proud of my stuff, but I only have, I'm going to get another system, claim another system before I don't know. I was hoping, I've got tritium hotspots here in these rings. I've got a refinery and a bunch of stuff here, and I was hoping one of them would make tritium, but no, not so lucky. I have a military base, and here's the asteroid, base is there. I have another ice cube one in these ice rings here, and a science station, a military thing, and a couple of settlements here. Economies, extraction, and military. I thought the security would be higher, though. I kept trying to do things that added security to try to get it to medium, but I'm happy, though, because I have Hazres and stuff here, so I got pirates that I can fight there. It's not the turn radius, it's the turning speed. Especially in Super Cruise. It turns faster. And it fights a whole lot better. In case you get problems with pirates. Okay, what am I doing here? Oh. Yeah, I've got some high res and has res. When those things popped up, I was like, yes. And I've gone and killed a couple of pirates, just to make sure that the pirates were there and things are working as expected. Last time I checked, I haven't checked after this tick, But I went through 2 server ticks, and my ice cube base had not been completed yet. It was still under development. So I don't know if it got completed on this server tick this week or not.
You can never turn back.
I'm just taking my time cruising here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not in a hurry.
Some call it madness to venture so far, but they've never felt the calling, never chased the distance.
Well, let's see what drops off. And it's got, you might have Renibus Concha, and that pays fairly good. And it's kind of cool. I like finding Concha, but Concha is usually one of them that drops off, though. I will not be going after that Gelada Fungoidia, I can tell you now. Well, it says Setsus or Gelada, and both of those, you know, I don't want anything really to do with, I think. I think those are, I had to ask Mark, but I think those are the 2 that suck to go after. However, it's got Metallicum Frutexa, perhaps. I've found that before, but didn't pay much. It says Ostia Spiralis is indigo, and it's got the down arrow, which means it's very unlikely. So that will probably be one of them that drops off the list. Let's see what we have. Yeah, you're not wrong about the Setsus, but won't know until I actually go down and try to sample or comp scan one of them. If that stratum is there and the Fungoidia isn't in the same area, which I certainly hope not, it would mean the stratum would be in a crappy area. Yeah, let's just not guess. Let's map it and see what's actually down there.
Let me hear it last. There's no map where I'm going. No one's been this way before. There's no map where I'm going.
D6.
But I can't stay on the
I say that because I've actually gone to the wrong planet before. Targeted the wrong planet. What I like is I'll target the moon of a planet and I'll head to the planet. Even though it's clearly targeting the moon, I'll just head to the planet. I'm sure no one else has ever done that, but I have. Then I finally figured it out when I get there, but
to the path I'm blazing through.
I can blame old timers or something for that, right?
You're drawing me to what I need to be. There's no
I have a birthday coming up next month, guys.
No one's been this way before.
That reminds me, my son's birthday's in 4 or 5 days. I need to remember that.
Stay on the
Nice video stutters there. Nice.
sometimes I see Earth in my dreams.
At least there's damn light on this planet.
But every step into unknown space
Serious video stutters there.
find there's no map.
Or probes. Sometimes I can get one probe. The
No one's been this way before. There's no map where I'm going.
yeah. Problem get it with one probe.
Body D6.
Ooh, the stratum is there.
New personal codex entry and has high biological value.
Fungoidia, whichever type it may be, don't know. Stratum supposedly everywhere. Frutexa and touch. Nothing of any real good value except possibly the $3.3 million Fungoidia, or could be. A lot of there, but. Alright, since it says this is everywhere, pretty bland looking surface there. No, hang on a minute. Where's it saying that Fungoidia was at?
In far from home, all alone. Just your voice
Huh, that doesn't look real mountainous.
breaking through.
Alright, let's go down there to where one of the Fungoidias are just to see what kind of terrain it is, and hopefully the stratum will be near there since it appears to be pretty much everywhere. Do I want to go pew pew with you? You mean wing up with you and go kill pirates? If that's the case, yes, that could happen. Now, if you want to go PvP, then it would be no. This does not look like the tough to get Fungoidia, so see what we got. I usually do PvE pirate hunting in my Corvette because all my other ships that have, you know, like my pythons and crates and things, I tried putting fixed weapons on them, but I can't hit jack with those. So I'm a beam laser guy, pretty much.
Making tracks.
And that doesn't look like any type of... If there's Fungoidia here, it's got to be the gelada then, because this doesn't look anything like type of terrain you'd find Fungoidia in, but it looks very much like the type you could find Stratum in, which is what I'm looking for. Hopefully there'll just be some right in front of me as I drop down. I like finding stratum tectonica, or pretty much any type of stratum, because it's usually easy to get and find. There was plenty the other night that I went to, and I could not find the stratum tectonica for anything. Finally found it after going back up and down to orbit about 5 times. You don't have to worry about that, man. Don't worry about that. I mean, I don't do that for that. That being said, Twitch actually paid me for the 3rd time since I've been an affiliate. What now? 2 years, almost 3 years. I've actually got 3 checks from them. Just because I'm giving you $1 billion in play money doesn't mean you have to give me real money. Mostly giving it to Twitch.
Stratum tectonic is confirmed present. Base value 19.019. Minimum sample distance 500 meters. First partial sample collected.
However, if Mr. Beast is in the in chat listening, I would like to know if my donation alert works, so feel free to use it, Mr. Beast, if you're there. Watch some Mr. Beast streams when you donate to small streamers, him and a couple of other people. What am I doing? What am I looking for? Okay.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500
Can't multitask. I start chatting and forget what I'm doing.
Precious metals, time to dock. Pirates on the radio.
Yeah, I'm happy now. I got a 95 million in credits right here, so I won't go back to the carrier basically empty-handed, so who knows, I might find some more of this. I'm not even going to go look at the other planet. Oh, it has lots of good money. That's some good stuff. Now I want to go find that tubus. I'm going to see if the tubus is
Second
there.
partial sample collected.
If it pays well. And if it is there. If it's not, if the tubus drops off the list, what is there? 4 bios? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 listed. So something's going to drop off the list. Tubus doesn't drop off, then I'll go after it.
Caught between the void and flame. Playing this high stakes
Minimum
game.
distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
There is something right there. Probably the Tussock. Not going to worry about it. Tussock often co-locates with some other biology. Let me land here today. That'd be cool. Oh. Being so hard to land.
Born to break past every line. All these stars are yours and mine.
Guess the rocks had some reason, had something to do with the inability to land right there.
Fire deep inside. Beyond the map, stay true for me. Breaking bounds, forever free.
I'm gonna go see if that's the Tussock, make sure it's not the Fungoidia.
Sample collection complete.
Looks like Tussock. Need to protect her. Huh. Definitely not the Fungoidia though. I'm gonna make a quick pass looking for the Fungoidia just to see what type is here. Pretty sure that that's just looking off in the distance over there. Come on.
Tussock divisa confirmed presence. Base value 1.7.
This looks way too smooth for Fungoidia.
Meters.
Any type of Fungoidia. Even though it was highlighted that this is a Fungoidia area. At least I'll come over here by the hills and look around. Not going to spend any time though in looking for it. The more stratum I find, the less I get more picky about what I go after. Seeing anything there? I think that's all. Alright, I'm not seeing. Let's just go check out the other planet real quick and see if the tubus is there or not. Where you can. I believe I've been streaming only an hour and 48 minutes. It sure seems like longer than that. We want to go to E4. Carbon dioxide or biological signals, bacteria concha for Texa, tubus, and tussock. So one of them's dropping off. It won't be the bacteria that drops off. So probably the concha.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
Right? More ad revenue inbound. Enjoy that 3 cents.
These stars I've never seen before leave traces in my heart.
Opportunist, thanks for that subscription. You didn't have to though, but I appreciate it. Certainly didn't have to, my friend.
I scan the endless emptiness. Each signal brings me higher. The questions burn inside my mind as systems grow much brighter. Will they remember?
And if you're watching on YouTube, watching the VOD recording later, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe there. It's free. Say hi in the comments. I'll be glad to respond and say hi back.
Dans le vide infini, mon vaisseau suit sa voie. Les étoiles m'appellent ici, c'est mon dernier. Je cherche, je l'impossible dans ce grand inconnu.
There are Terraphone subscriptions.
Readings of the scanner show a world we've never known. My heart beats faster as I fly. Will they remember my name when all these stars fade away? Will they remember my name? Or will I dream?
Well, that's a pretty dim looking thing there that it's orbiting, so hopefully if that tubus is there, even if it's dim, I'll go down because tubus is easy to spot.
The silence between
Kalika has come online. That would be 2020 hindsight.
but every new discovery makes this path my own.
He had a, I don't know if y'all watched 2020, he had a small area of the screen dedicated to a camera for a volcano that's currently erupting there in Hawaii. Never seen a volcano myself.
Time and space, remember my name.
Pretty impressive though.
Final frontier. My legacy burns clear.
Almost got to see one. I had orders when I was in the military to Iceland.
Guide their way.
Thank God I was able to retire instead of go there, but my wife did not want to go there because housing and stuff was so tiny. Taking my time again, talking and doing things instead of flying. Get there and get it done.
Void, all alone.
Get it mapped and see what's there.
Far from home. Got my
It's awful bright for having such a dim star. I think it's not probably going to be accurate when you get closer.
beyond fear.
Unless the other stars light too.
Shot the way, day by day. Guide me true, past systems new. Ancient light, future bright. Guide me true.
I'm not sure, Opportunist. I'm pretty sure we're in-game friends. I think I asked you that before. Knew it wasn't going to be.
Scanners beam, planets gleam. First to see.
Forgive me. It seems like either last stream or the stream before last I asked you that, but I forget. It all blurs together.
No remorse, forward still, by my will. Guide me true, past systems new.
Let's see what we got here.
Future bright,
2 probes. I think not, good sir.
endless sight, into light, beyond all boundaries. Charting
All right, Drago, thank you very much for coming in.
Body E4.
Good to see you.
Personal codex entry.
And we have Tubus. So let's go find this Tubus.
what comes next.
It doesn't matter light-wise. I was like trying to see if there's more light or not, but it's all pretty homogeneous.
Take the chance, make the leap. Mysteries deep. Time to soar. Something more than before. Stars align, cross the line, break the mold. Stories told, guide me true, past systems new, ancient
Oh.
light, future
That's interesting terrain. What I would consider
endless
whatever works.
into life. Guide me true, beyond all sight. Guide me true, into the night. Guide me true. Guide me true.
I probably won't be back in the bubble for another couple of days. I travel faster if I'm not streaming. I think I have like 49 or so more carrier jumps. I don't know for sure. Range don't look like bad. Let's see what we got. On these things, hopefully they're sticking up out of the ground, making them easy to spot. I'm not really that tough. Excuse me.
Tubus sororibus confirmed present.
Ah, okay.
Base value 5.73 million. Minimum sample distance 800 meters.
I guess if I was lower, I would have recognized. I thought I was much lower than I am. Was. About a regular Python or Python Mark II? I put some frags. Okay, maybe see that's what I was thinking. Okay, that's what I was looking at. Mark 1. I like my Mark 1. I like it better than the Mark 2, frankly. Good cargo ship too.
First partial sample collected.
I don't like my Type 8 per se. Some people really like theirs. I don't really like my Type 8. I tried some mining in it. I don't know. Maybe it's just... I don't know what it is. I just don't really like it. Well, when the Corsair becomes available for in-game credits, I will buy one, but I'm not buying one with arcs. Okay. How far we gotta go? 800 meters.
Every light we chase leaves a trace that time can't erase. Our echoes spread
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 800 meters from previous sample.
what we find out here, no one can replace. Our echoes span like years.
Yeah. I took mine in for the Titan stuff, the Titan bombings and stuff. After I had went in with my crate and everything and did it and stuff, I said, well, I'm going to take my Titan in there and see how it does, or my Python in there and see how it does.
Second partial sample
It
collected.
did okay, but you're not wrong about the heat. Mine's not fully engineered either, though. I don't think.
What we find out here, no one.
Look at that when I get back to the carrier here soon.
Our echoes span like years.
Alright, one last sample. Go over there, that looks like a group of them.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 800 meters from previous sample.
And
Silence between
could have got a little closer.
just breathing and believing that somewhere ahead something
I think one of the best things I like about this Mandalay, especially for exploration and exobiology, is you exit out the front of the ship. So you see it out of the canopy, you just head straight out. I don't get disoriented like I used to on my aspects. You know, I'd have to think what direction it would be from where I was facing and, you know, the back and have to kind of the reciprocal of it or whatever.
Selection complete.
Go spend like years through endless space. Alright, go spend like years
It is. I don't like the curved beak.
far beyond the maps where signals
Oh.
fade. A light
When they were first showing it on the FDev, monthly stream thing, I was like, well, man, that is ugly as fuck. To me. We're done.
landing gear retracted.
Opportunists don't apologize for having an opinion.
Tracking your path through infinity. Oh, through infinity. They say
Oh, it's probably a fine flying ship. Everyone says good things about it, but aesthetically to me, I just think it's ugly.
every star knows your name.
And like the Type 8 and other ships, at least, they're utilitarian and, you don't judge them by that. But that ship tries to look graceful and stuff. And in a way, parts of it are, but overall, I don't like the front of it.
La la la, beyond the light. La la la, into the night.
Next system en route.
Selecting next destination.
Your transmissions paint the darkness with tales of worlds. No one
Okay, the carrier's in the next system.
spirit break.
Gonna be a short stream tonight, guys. I'm gonna get in, get a carrier and turn in, I think.
Every star
Faster than light velocity reached.
Favorite design is the Lakon design. I honestly can't say anything 'cause I don't associate the Lakon and whatever the other manufacturers, ships by that name, by the manufacturer's name, like
Updated.
Ford, Chevy and stuff. I don't even know what ships that Lakon makes. That's just me. I know I like the Mandalay. Look at the Mandalay. I like the Corvette's look. I like the Python's look. The Cutter's look. Courier. I even like the Type 10 and Type 9's looks for what they are. But I don't like the Corsair with that beak. Now they showed a version of that or something without a beak, didn't they? Or had less of a beak? Can you get it without? Oh, that's wrong. 20 bodies here and a carrier.
Into infinity, your light guides me.
Oh, well, that's probably extra money, right? So when you buy it for credits, though, how's that going to work? I don't mind a ship that looks like the design, or, that looks like what it's designed to do work-wise, for its...
Body B5.
And I suspect the Corsair is probably a a versatile ship, but get out a bird feeder for it.
To stay within the lines, but something pulls me forward.
Body B1. Neon-rich atmospheric landable.
Yeah, but which one has a beak and which one doesn't? That's, to me, I mean, geez. I was gonna pay ARCs for one, I'd have to, even if it was extra without the beak, I would have to do that. I just can't abide the one with the beak unless for in-game credits. It is what it is, I guess, but I'm not a fan. Leave it at that. Probably a fine ship, though. Less of the beak.
Everything I've known. New worlds beneath my feet, strange colors in the sky.
When are they gonna make a ship that's like the Concorde was, you know, with its movable nose? So
They said the void would
sure
break
that'd
me,
be completely useless.
Body A4. Neon atmospheric landable with light.
just makes me more
Landable with atmosphere.
what lies beyond the edge of everything I know. The signals fade to silence, but I'm wide awake. My fear turns into wonder.
Well, that's what, you know, if the beaked version is all you can get for in-game credits or something, I'll get it. Don't get me wrong, just
Neon atmospheric landable.
to have one, but it's
Landable with
not
atmosphere.
what I would really choose to. Wouldn't be my first choice, but I'd get it, you know.
Gravity, I'm on my own. What lies beyond the edge of everything I've known. Now I understand why I had to fly. Every boundary crossed, every rule defied, was leading me to this moment in time when I could show them all how to touch the sky. What lies beyond the edge.
I might stream later tonight. It's Friday night, Saturday morning. It depends. If my parts for my lawnmower come in, I may be too tired from cutting the grass and doing a bunch of lawn work. Or get the parts in on time to get here during the day instead of late at night or something.
Everything I've known.
Hauler is I don't own a hauler.
Everything I've known.
I'm almost positive I don't own a hauler.
Everything we've known.
I'll look when I get docked here and see what I have. All my ships are on the carrier, so. Oh, I've got nothing against the hauler. It just seems like when I started the game, you know, some people got haulers and stuff as they progressed through. And I went kind of Sidewinder, Cobra Mark III, and I think I got a Python. I might have got an intermediate ship and got rid of it or something. And I have, you know, a couple of other little ships, but I never used the hauler for cargo and stuff. Much talking, more coughing.
Howdy.
I tell you, if you have a fleet carrier involved in your colonization, you learn real fast about working around that carrier commodities bug. You know, when you buy something from the commodities on a carrier, what am I doing here? You have to, you buy it and then you come back to this screen, then you have to go back into the commodities for it to actually show up in your inventory. I think we had this discussion before. See, what was I going to do? Oh, first I need that. This. Now. I think I had a codex to turn into. I haven't turned that in yet. Not much, but it's something. Now, you were talking about the Python thing. I don't have a lot of engineering on. I don't have a lot of engineering on things. So. My shields, nothing here is engineered under the optional. So. Then I have, let's see, Vulture, Courier, Dolphin. That's a recent thing. Viper. See, I don't have a hauler at all. One crate. I've got 2 crates. Got 2 chieftains. These came with. I had to buy those for the Titan bombing stuff because I didn't have any AX Gauss cannon things or shard cannons or anything like that. Ugly Type 8. Bought another Mandalay. Don't ask me why. And then bought another Python Mark II. Don't ask me why. Here's the crate I use for fighting usually. I don't have a hauler at all. There's probably my favorite ship is the Corvette, other than the Mandalay. Yeah, some engineering on it. Some. That's what I do on my PvE, you know, pirate hunting and stuff. Go turn in and get our minuscule 140, 150 million. Who keeps putting cargo and crap in front of that? Call lift. You talking about the hauler? Like, I've even taken my Sidewinder doing exobiology, and I'll tell you, that was fun. Working off the carrier, doing small jumps anyway. You can land that thing anywhere.
Did you collect any interesting biodata during your travels?
Not as much as I'd like to have. 31 million times 5. 157. Not bad. Hours work. About average, really. I average about, I say that, 300 million in a 4-hour stream. Frankly, my average is probably a little higher than that lately, but some days are good, some days aren't. Today wasn't bad. Let's start on Tectonica. Made it worthwhile. Without it, it would have been pretty lackluster. I would have gotten more smaller items if I hadn't gotten that. You sit in these chairs? That's not. They're just decoration, huh? There's a tablet there. That's interesting, though. You know, that tablet's not doing much. I mean, it shows the information, but right outside the elevator is a tablet in between the elevators. It's actually playing music. I guess that's on everybody's carrier. Everybody doesn't have a guard to stand there and listen to the music, but the tablet appears to be on everyone's carriers. Alright guys, I'm going to end it here. Y'all want to raid anybody? I don't care tonight. You can raid somebody if anyone wants to drop a name. If not, then just trying to see who's on anyway. Y'all guys don't have a name. I am not going.
That's starting in 1 minute.
Not going to worry about it. I'm just going to end. I snooze the ad. Going once? Anybody know anybody? Or anybody want to raid anybody? Starcraft, Cookery. I know they're on. I mean, I'm asking, does anyone have a preference to anyone to raid? I don't, I've raided Starcat several times. I don't, trying to see if anyone's doing exobiology or anything. Alright, let's go Fiery Toad then. We'll go raid Fiery Toad and figure out how to do this. Find Fiery Toad. Toad. 80s gamer. There he is. Alright. Thanks for coming in, guys. Maybe I'll see y'all tonight. Enjoy. Oh, let me do this. Least I can do is show my face while I'm thanking you. Thank you everybody for coming in and hanging out for my short stream tonight. Maybe see you tonight or tomorrow night.
Searching the stars for a world like home. Aft explorer drifting through the dark we roam. Scanners up, signals strong. Every system's a map, every scan's a song. From the edge of the void to the planet's untold. Hunting for life in the cosmic cold. Alien signals beneath the sky. Exobiology waiting, no limits to fly. From the edge of the void to the planets untold. Hunting for life in the cosmic cold. Alien signals beneath the sky. Exobiology waiting, no limits to fly. Earth-like worlds untouched and wild. Pirates out there with fury piled. Between the peace and danger's call, Bacardi stands strong, never will fall. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight. Exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire. With the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Tracking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. Hit the ground, scanners ping alive. Biological wonders in the deep survive. Through the nebula's reach, to the stars untamed. Every new discovery adds to the game. But there's danger out there in the pirate zone. Federal Corvettes, engines moan. Locked in tight, no mercy given. When pirates attack, it's survival driven. Between the stars and battles fought, he never loses the mission he's got. Life in the black, born for the quest. Bacardi pushes on, never needs rest. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Tracking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. To the brightest star, Bacardi's traveled the galaxy near and far. No pirate too strong, no world too small. Commander Bacardi answers the call, exploring the mysteries, fighting the foe. In the galaxy's depths, it's where he'll go. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sights, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Tracking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. From the blackest void to the brightest star, Bacardi's traveled the galaxy near and far. No pirate too strong, no world too small.